the jump on Bryan Keith.
It makes you wonder if Big Bill is going to play any role in this match. I hope not.
Hangman went for the high boot. Bryan Keith able to avoid it, land one of his own. And now, sharp chops delivered by the Bounty Hunter to the chest of the Hangman. Hammer throw reversed. Hangman showing his strength, but Keith able to find his feet. Picks the ankle. Hangman up kick. Sends the Bounty Hunter back. Now Hangman's starting to avoid that boot. And Hangman and Page getting the better of that exchange.
Hangman Adam Page, one of the toughest men here in AEW. And you can see it with that boot.
Hangman, big elbow strike in the corner, and fans, AEW Dynamite headed back to the Edition Financial Orlando, Florida. 1 week from tonight, you can join us, scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen or AEWTIX.com. Then our residency in the Esports Stadium in Arlington, January 24th and 31st, Arlington, Texas. And then we head to Austin on Wednesday, January 28th, the HEB Center for AEW Dynamite. And then the Pearl Theater at the Palms on Wednesday, February 4th, Dynamite and Collision, AEWTIX.com. As Hangman now throwing his body at the Bounty Hunter. Remember, Brian, Hangman Adam Page feels like he was screwed over not once, but twice for the AEW World Championship. First, by hook inside that steel cage at Full Gear, the match with Samoa Joe. Then, at World's End this past December, less than a month ago, when MJF just basically snuck in the back door to steal the AEW World Championship.
Yeah, I don't think it's just Hangman thinks he was screwed. He knows he was screwed. I don't think he was screwed. In both those instances.
Now we're trying to fend off the Bounty Hunter, Bryan Keith, keep himself in the title picture, but I'll keep that fiery temper of his in check. We have seen how Hangman is figuratively and literally willing to burn things down in the past.
Hangman's ability to translate his anger, though, into productivity in the ring.
It really became when Hangman mastered that anger, mastered his temper, did he become his most dangerous form, so to speak.
Oh, look at that. What a rolling up. I mean, the power behind these elbow strikes in this match from Hangman Adam Page. I mean, this is some of the hardest hits I've seen him do.
A big deal. The boot of Hangman Adam Page. And a lot of credit to Bryan Keith. Oh! Keith answers back with that torpedo headbutt, and now raining down right hands on Hangman Adam Page in the corner as the action continues live tonight on Maximum Carnage.
This Unrivaled League is unprecedented, unmatched, unconventional.
Boot into the jaw of Hangman Adam Page. But Hangman showing his toughness, showing off his grinch, absorbing the contact with Bryan Keith, luring him in.
Great drop toe hold from Bryan Keith.
Great follow up the knee strike. Then the exploder, the cover, leg is hooked. Hangman, though, breaks free.
Bryan Keith is wrestling this match with an intensity that I haven't quite seen in him for a while. I think part of it's the bounty, part of it, he remembers that first match he had in AEW against Hangman Adam Page.
He speaks to the importance of this match for Bryan Keith, who is undoubtedly showing his quality here tonight. But Hangman Adam Page, misjudged that one, and Keith charges in. Hangman, he looked for this, finds it now. The fallaway slam. As Hangman, you can still see, feeling the effects of the assault, slow to rise, but springs up to his feet. One swift motion, and a right hand takes Keith off his feet not once but twice. Hammer throw across the ring. Hangman looks for the back body drop. Keith, sunset flip at the lariat covers the purpose. And no! He saw Big Bill at the top of your screen leaping up to the apron. He's played a role in this match, Brian, unfortunately for Hangman Adam Page.
I don't think You know, if Hangman can somehow negate Big Bill, I think that would do a lot to help him win this match.
Fireman's carry. Brian Keith escapes out now. Oh, look at this pin predicament. 1, 2. Hangman able to extricate himself. Charges in Lariat. Brian Keith belly to belly suplex, but Hangman came down the back of his neck. 2. And Hangman kicking out, but a very narrow escape.
Not enough pressure on the shoulders on that pin by Brian Keith. You know, we saw the damage, how much damage that belly-to-belly into the turnbuckles can do in the first match when Pac did it to Darby Allin. But for somebody like Hangman, who's bigger, stockier, that could have an outsized effect on his neck.
Now Brian Keith, look for that Tiger Driver, but Hangman has no intentions of finding out. Escapes the lariat. That goes to deliver a buckshot, but instead, Big Bill kicked off Brian Keith. Oh, listen. Mix up the floor. Oh, Brian Keith, he's got referee Adrian's attention diverted, but Swerve. What is Swerve come from?
Swerve Strickland.
He's got the neck of Big Bill. Hangman built to Brian Keith. Big Bill neutralizing the outside.
Block shot lariat.
Shot lariat. 1, 2.
Yes.